I'm Venkatesham. In this video, I'm going to discuss about acid-base titration using the indicator. Acid-base titration is nothing but there is a reaction between the acid and base. It's a neutralization reaction generally. So whenever the acid reacts with the base, then it forms its salt and it's a water. This kind of reactions are the very fast reactions, and its equilibrium constant Kc values are very high. It will be there, very high equilibrium constant values are there, right? So here this acid base titration and using the indicator. Okay, so your indicator is a auxiliary substance or the chemical substance that can detect the color change or odor change, and in acidic medium or basic medium is a it's a indicator, right? So indicator is a chemical substance or a auxiliary substance which can detect the color change or the odor change in acidic medium or basic medium, and such a chemical substance is called as it's a indicator. Mainly two types of indicators are there. So one is a natural indicator and other one is a synthetic indicator. Generally these natural indicators, again, it can be further classified into two types are there. One is a color indicator and other one is a odor indicator. These odor indicators are further it is also known as even olfactory indicators. Even these synthetic indicators are the generally man-made indicators are there, right? Like a man-made indicators, a phenolphthalein indicator or methyl orange indicator, methyl red and thymol blue are the different kind of synthetic indicators are there, right? Here our aspect is that acid base titration using the indicator. What is mean by a titration first? So here titration is nothing but it is there is a reaction between the acid and base. Generally it is a titration is in which there is an acid or a base is taken in a known volume of acid or a base in a known concentration is taken in a conical flask. In conical flask generally, so there is a acid or a base with it's a known volume and a known concentration. A known volume and it's a known concentration. Known volume and known concentration is taken in a conical flask. Generally it is also known as a titrant. It is also known as a titrant, right? So known volume of acid or a base which is taken in a conical flask or titrating flask, we can call it as even titrating flask. So that is having the known volume and a known concentration, and which is also known as a titrant, right? So with the help of here burette and in the burette there is a, so here a stopper it will be there, and here a known volume of acid or a base is taken here. Known volume of acid and a base is taken. We need to find its concentration when it is titrating with its acid or a base, right? So here this particular reaction is it's a titration. Titration is a one in which there is an we need to find the concentration of the unknown acid or a base whenever it is titrating with a known volume of and a known concentration. Such a reaction is it's a titration. In this titration our aspect is even we can able to find here pH of this particular solution. Also here pH also we need to find at different stages, right? So that is simply a titration. Here titrations, we have different types of titrations are there, like strong acid and strong base titration, and weak acid and strong base titration, and other one is strong acid and weak base titration is another one. There is a fourth type is a weak acid and a weak base titration. Mainly four types of titrations are there. One is a strong acid and strong base titration, and weak acid and strong base titration, and strong acid and weak base titration, and the fourth one is a weak acid and a weak base titration, right? So and we need to find the pH of that mixture of acid and base whenever the titration is going on at a different stages, so there is a pH calculation can be done, right? So here this is we need to add when we are adding this known volume of acid or a base, so with the help of this stopper we need to add and for that color changer there is an indicator should be added here. Indicators should be added here. Indicator is you can add 1 or 2 drops of indicator to the titrant and then again start titrating with the known volume of acid or a base which is taken from the in the burette. So with the drop wise you need to add and stir that with the help of glass rod and find that how much volume of this acid or a base is going to be consumed based on that volume, and we can find its unknown concentration of acid or a base by using its M1V1 by, here it is N1 is equals to, here it is M2V2 by, here it is a N2 formula, and you can take either it is in one is acid and other one is a base. From that we can find out the unknown concentration of this particular acid or a base which is taken in the burette mode. Selection of an indicator is going to be plays an important role. So this selection of indicator is it is purely based on the change in pH of indicator, and based on that pH change only we need to select the it's a indicator. Generally indicators are the most of the indicators are weak acids and weak bases are there, and if there is a titrant is suppose if there is a titrant, so if there is a titrant is alkaline in nature, the titrant is alkaline nature, generally phenolphthalein is used as an indicator here. If the titrant is alkali means base, here base we have taken, generally we'll choose that phenolphthalein is indicator. And if the titrant is there is an why, because phenolphthalein is a weak organic acid. If the titrant is there is an acidic in nature, if the titrant is acidic in nature, then we'll use that there is a methyl orange is a indicator that can be used. So why? Because this is acidic in nature and methyl orange is a weak organic base that is used. And the next one is here we have there is an end point and equivalent point. So end point is one, the point where there is an at which there is a color change of this particular solution is observed color change in the conical flask or in the titrating flask or the titrant, there is a color change is observed, right? Whereas this is only observed one at that particular point pH of the indicator is will change, right? And the next one is there is a equivalence point. So in this equivalence point, the point at which there is a milli equivalence of acid is equals to, there is a milli equivalence of base is there. That particular point is it's a equivalent point. At this particular point there is a theoretically a reaction is completed or a complete neutralization takes place according to the balanced equation. That particular point is it's a equivalence point. Equivalence point is one, the point at which there is a reaction is completed. So the major difference between the end point and equivalent point, end point is simply observed point at which there is a color change takes place, the pH of the indicator will change. Whereas the equivalence point is one point, theoretically observed point at which there is a according to the balanced chemical equation, we'll find that milli equivalence of acid equals to milli equivalence of base is observed.